Hello YouTubers, it's Cocoa Puff again here. Tried to record one more time in my room and it didn't work out. The Wi-Fi died at 8 minutes 50 seconds. So I'm gonna record in my living room, so the setting might be a little bit different. If you're noticing why I still have the same hat on, it's because my hair is greasy. I don't feel like changing it until I take a shower in a little bit. What this video is for is what the preview said last time. It's my personal opinion of the reprints, and my opinion is the stance of, well, I'll try to give a 50-50 opinion, but my personal opinion is that if somebody who doesn't collect Magic to the point where I have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of cards, I don't have 40 play sets of a Plateau or 40 play sets or whatever the deal is, these expensive cards. My collection is probably worth max $2,000, and I've probably only been playing for the last year seriously. As most of you know, with the new set Dragon's Maze, they're reprinting the shocks again. I'll talk about that in a minute. And with Modern Masters, they're reprinting the Modern staples. The reasons they're doing this is because Modern is a new format, and they're trying to push it for their tournaments. And in regards to Dragon's Maze, at first I didn't know why they're doing it. It's for the flavor of the set, and at first I was like, why would they just reprint them after they did Gatecrash and Return to Ravnica? But the rate at which you're going to pull the Shocklands out of Dragon's Maze is going to be much lower than Return to Ravnica and Gatecrash. You're going to pull maybe 2 a box instead of pulling 5 to 6 a box. I still think that's adding more to the market than what should be added, but it's what they want to do, and it's not going to affect the price greatly. It's going to affect it smallly, but even collectors who have 100 of each shock are going to be upset because they're still losing hundreds of dollars. My standpoint on people who collect a very large amount of one card is it's not illegal to do it, but it's very bad for the health of the game because it's making prices higher for other people who want to play, and it's also making the price of entry higher, which is making them reprint stuff, which is it's just a vicious cycle. They're forced to reprint stuff because there's not enough stock to go around, and every time they reprint them, the collectors are constantly eating everything up. Okay, now for the reasons that I think Wizards reprints these cards. With Modern coming out, they want more supply on the market so people go to the Modern tournaments. As a business major, about to get my degree in about 3-4 months, I personally think, I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm assuming that their tournaments that they have, the PTQs and all that, yield a much higher profit margin than the sealed product does. With the tournaments, they have to rent out a spot, they have to rent chairs, tables, I don't even know if judges get paid, I think they just get promos. They have to market it, and they have to do a bunch of other things, but it's still cheaper than having to release a new set because they have to have tons and tons of teams, tons of artists they have to pay. They have to have R&D, test the set rigorously for every type of format there is. I just think the price of them having a tournament is much cheaper than it is to have a new set, and the profits margin is just much higher for the tournaments. For a collector's standpoint, you guys are obviously going to be very angry, but I think that collectors compound the issue. I know you want to collect a game that has value to it and play it at the same time, but I think if you were to collect something outside of Magic, it might be a little bit better for yourself because it's more stable of a collection. But if you want to collect Magic, I can't say you can't because you want to. But the reason you're compounding the problem is because I've had a couple of people watch a couple of videos where they say for Modern Masters they're just going to buy a full case from the store, and Wizards is probably undecided if they want to send multiple cases to each store or just a single case to keep the supply low to help the secondary market to keep the players happy. If you're buying the whole case from your store, even at the price it's at, it's not putting any more cards on the market, which is making the set, which is making Modern still an unhealthy environment to be played in. If they have a PTQ and they're expecting 1,000 people to come to it and only 200 people come to it, most likely if there's only 200 people going to a PTQ, they're losing money. They're not making any money on that. If they want their business to stay healthy, they need a large amount of people going to each tournament, and they can't have those large amounts of people going to each tournament if there's not enough supply for them to play the tournament. Personally, my standard deck is about a $600 deck. It took me a while to make it. My Modern deck, I'm probably not going to have a Modern deck for another year to another year and a half because I need to collect the cards for it. I want to play a card with Dark Confidant on it, but a playset of Dark Confidants is going to run me like $200, and I don't have the money immediately to spend $200 on a playset of 4 cards. In my personal store, we probably have 6 pods of drafts every week, and maybe 5 pods of 8 for standard every week, and then you look at the modern pods and there's maybe 16 people there. You look at the legacy pods and there's maybe like 5 people total, 10 people total. They don't even have legacy in my store. My store probably has a good weekly 200 people who come to the store. Out of any of the stores I go to, I've been to 4 different stores. One of them runs legacy, and I don't even know how many people come to the legacy tournaments because I don't go to them. I'm not spending $800 for 8 cards, the dual lands. And if I want to play Tarmogoyfs or other things that are crazy amounts of money, I can't play those either because I don't even have a single card that's worth more than $40. With Zendikar, I just bought 10 Zendikar packs, pulled 1 Scalding Tarn. It's a $40 card. If I want to play a set of Scalding Tarns, I need 4 of them. It's just not worth it. The collectors want to collect, but at the same time they're compounding the issue of the stock of cards being out there for the people who want to play the game. It's like Star City Games with them buying up all the fetch lands from Zendikar. It's making the price of entry for Modern much higher because people can't get those fetch lands. I think Wizards tries to make both collectors happy because collectors yield the most profits for them, but they also want to make the general player happy because the amount of collectors there are is much lower than the amount of general players there are. I'd say if you're a collector and you play the game a lot, you're going to a draft every week, a sealed every week, standard every week, modern. If you're a collector to play into the game to the point you're playing it, you're probably spending 5 to 6 times more than any normal player is. So they want to make you happy, but at the same time, they want the abundance of people who are spending money here and there to also be happy to play the game. So it's a complex issue. It's by no means a easy issue to deal with. Wizards is taking a certain stance from it, and it's just not working because people are buying the entire the entire stock. Like if you have one person buying a whole case, and that case is intended to get to packs-wise 230 people, they're not solving the problem. It's pretty much my standpoint on it as a new player. I'm not a new player. I played for a little bit when I was younger. I played mostly green decks that were terrible because I like the color green, and whatever creature I liked, I played with it. Now I'm a little bit better. I play better decks. I play better decks that are sometimes fun. But even as I am now 22 years old, I have a job, stable job. I'm not a salary job yet. I have some other sources of funds coming to me, but I can't play Modern because I can't build a $1,000 deck, a $1,200 deck, nor do I want to build that much. I don't want to spend that much for a deck. And at the prices the cards are at, I can't play those decks. So if I want to make a fun little Storm deck, a fun little combo deck, it might be nice to build it, and it might be cheap, but it's not going to be consistent enough to where I can win to tournaments, so I'm going to be discouraged and never go to a tournament again. So the fact of the matter is Wizards is probably looking for people to come to tournaments, and they can't have the amount of people coming to tournaments because the stock for the cards is much too low. Alright, if you stayed to this point, thanks for watching the whole video. Please sub to my channel and like the video. Comment on your opinion as well. Make your own videos. Like I said in my last video, we need more opinions on this stuff. And once I get up to a decent amount of subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. I'll probably eventually make a giveaway video because at this point I only have 10 subscribers and I'd like that number to double by the next month. So thank you for watching again. Cocoa Puff out.